Kind of weird. Hello, it's Helen from Helen Awareness of You with the weekly tarot card reading for the week of the 22nd to the 28th of September. So I hope everybody's good, and let's see what's happening for us this week. We've just done the general, what's the energy surrounding us for this week. So let's have a look, shall we? So as we come to the Monday, Tuesday energy, we have the 9 of Wands. There we are. We're recovering. Oh, it's really difficult to get that. Can't get that right. Anyway, there we go. It's really quite difficult, that card. We've come through something, haven't we? And now we're just pausing, we're reflecting, and we're going, what the hell was that? So I do, when I look at that card, there's dark clouds at the back of it. You've had to run through all those other wands in the background there to get through to this clear space. So I am going to align this to an astrological aspect that was happening, and it's been happening for a while, and it is exact today, which was a Mars square Neptune. That would have been a very confusing time for us, and as it got closer to the exact time, it would have got very confusing for a lot of us. We would have felt like things were okay, but then at the other side of that is like it was, oh, but are they really? So there would have been a lot of doubt and a lot of confusion and probably a lot of uncertainty as well. And you would have also been wanting to take some action and to really clear it up. But then you may also have been thinking, oh, but I don't really know what to do about that. So I think when I looked at that card, that was the thought that came to mind. We've had to somehow get through those other 8 wands, and it was a bit confusing. They perhaps kept on moving, or we didn't have all the information, or it just didn't feel quite right, and it was quite uncomfortable for us. So we've had to go through all of that, and then we've come out the other side now. So Monday and Tuesday we might still be overcoming and trying to get a rest and getting back on top of our energy again. Because the wands represent our energy and it represents our spirit as well. So we can take a little bit of a pause, gather ourselves, because we still have to keep going. This sort of says, keep going, don't give up, because we might have been in a cloud of doubt, fear and uncertainty for maybe a good week or so, I'd say, and particularly on the weekend. It's saying, look, you have gone through that, just sort of get up and shake yourself around and try and get most of that feeling off you if you can. But we're coming to a time of, just pausing, reflecting before we start our journey again. So, it was a bit dark because there's dark clouds there. The 9 is about, taking restock of things and, how we feel about things. So that's your Monday and Tuesday. Your 9 of Wands is just pausing, reflecting, sort of standing back up again and gathering your resources. So that's your Monday, Tuesday energy there. There's a bit of a thank God moment going on there, I'm sure, thinking, what the hell was that about? But anyway, don't look back. Just keep going forward. Or maybe we will want to look back after I put this card up. So this is the middle of the week, your Wednesday, Thursday, and that is the 3 of Swords. Now, the 3 of Swords, it is a card of loss, feeling disappointed. It can be also, a bit of separation going on there as well. But the 3 of Swords is, you've got 3 swords piercing a heart there, and there's clouds and there's darkness and, and all that going on, which is kind of appropriate after the 9 of Wands, I think. This is kind of and this is that feeling of, it's painful and it's uncomfortable. The process that we've just gone through, or the uncertainty that we've just gone through, it is a bit uncomfortable, and we're not quite sure about these things, and it can be painful, and we feel it. So this is that kind of really feeling it. So, but the good thing about this card, the 3 of Swords is a card of about healing, and it's about, it's over and done with now, because the swords have pierced the heart. You're not sitting there in that anticipation or that waiting. You've actually gone through the pain and the uncomfortable and the uncertainty. So it is a time of kind of trusting. It is a time of, healing this. And I think this has got to do with the 9 of Wands energy and what we've actually just gone through. We're kind of just coming out of it, and we're thinking, oh, that was really uncomfortable. You may not like like being in this energy, because the 3 is always a bit like, oh, it always sort of makes me go, oh no. But I don't really think it's an oh no. I think it's more just a process of part of the 9 of Wands, whatever you've been going through or coming out of, it's over and done with now. It's about moving on. So I think that's part of the, with the 9, rest, gather yourself, get yourself back on top of things, straighten your thoughts up as well, because the 3 can make you, go into, a little bit of, you can be a little bit negative, a little bit feeling unsure about things. So just watch your thoughts with this as well. You might dwell on the pain. You might dwell in that feeling of, alone or being isolated, because it can mean a little bit of separation happening there as well. But I'd say and remember, this could be a part of you that's actually leaving you as well. There's an old part of you or an awareness that came up with the 9 of Wands as well. You would have been quite aware of perhaps the steps you were taking in the process that was happening for you. So it can also mean that, you've woken up on some level too. And that can be a bit like, oh God, I can't believe I still think that way, or I can't believe I behaved that way. So there can be a bit of that emotional and that thought process happening with these cards too. So that's your 3 of Swords. So that's your Wednesday, Thursday. I would take that as, just sort of let this healing begin. Keep moving forward. Don't keep going back. These feel like a bit of a reality check. We're really tapping into ourselves, and we are kind of waking up to ourselves and what we still do perhaps on some level. So let's see what happens for us as we move to the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. This is where we pray and hope it's a good card. Okay? Oh, okay, we can all breathe a sigh of relief now. We have the Ace of Wands. So this is very good after those 2 cards, I think, because this is a whole new energy coming through. This is us stepping into a new place. This is us, gaining some power again, because I think we probably lost it over the last weekend, and we probably would have been feeling that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday kind of thing, that we were kind of lost our power in some way. This says to me we regain our power back. We have a new beginning coming through. Our energy is, we're on, we're in control again. We feel creative. We feel on top of things. So I would say it's a bit of a healing week coming through. We're moving from one, and we are moving from one season to the next as well. So, Sun's going to move into Libra. So we are going to come back into a much more balanced place. And I think we just went through some funky stuff to have a look at stuff, get real about ourselves, move on, leave it alone, wake up, and let's just keep going. Because we do have a whole new energy calling us, and it's also about us being creative, stepping into our power, working with a new energy, and having a new beginning. So let's shut the gate on the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. By the weekend, by Friday, and I think probably even a little bit before that, you'll start to feel energized again. You'll feel back on top of things as well. You'll feel as if you've stepped out of that hazy place of uncertainty and doubt and moved on to a whole new phase. Let's hope so. So enjoy the equinox and have a wonderful week, and thank you for watching, and I shall see you next week. Bye.